What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard Gaming Reactions. This go around, we'll be looking at the Cotswold Olympics featuring Shin Kicking. Now, Shin Kicking has been, I've been told numerous times, you got to take a look at it, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Thank you, everybody that watches and comments. Thank you to the Eclectic crew. And if you want to join the Eclectic crew, there's a link, or you can just take and like, subscribe, notification bell. But yeah, so let's go on ahead and get right into it.
Cotswold Olympics it's a tradition that started with he was actually a Norfolk lawyer called Robert Dover, and he came to Chipping Camden after he'd qualified in Lincoln's Inn, and following his brother in 1611, and just took over what was originally the sort of May Day celebrations and converted it into what he liked to think of as his version of the Hellenic Olympics.
That's cool. Started off as a May Day celebration. God took it over, and like that's pretty cool. Like, now I'm gonna imagine it doesn't have the same type of stuff as the Olympics, but it's cool nonetheless because of back history. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why y'all have such awesome traditions, like the backstories on this stuff, and it reaches so far back a lot of times.
And converted it into what he liked to think of as his version of the Hellenic Olympics.
Okay, so the first one looks like the first one with it. Now it's a little bit different, but the fact they're both their feet on both on the same thing, they got to move in unison. Kind of reminds me of like stuff we did in school for field day, like the where they tied each person's leg together, and you had to take a walk. You had to take and basically race other teams. Sack races, that's also, but some of the other stuff, like the English version of a caber toss, that's definitely different. Oh, that's pretty cool, wheelbarrow racing. Oh. Other pointless family sports. It looks like a really good family outing is what it looks like, regardless if there's any points to it. Just a people's competitive nature and being able to spend time with family. That's reason enough to take and enjoy stuff like that. Putting puzzle together.
And the fun fact. So it's not just all about tonight. Each one with strategically filled holes in the bottom must run across this black tarpaulin.
I'm going to assume maybe that's a little bit slippery, just by the way they're walking, because they're trying to go fast, but the way, I'm just going to say maybe that's a little bit slippery. Tug of war, awesome.
To be a great shin kicker, it's difficult to define it exactly. Obviously, you need to be able to take a little pain, or significant amount of pain sometimes. You need to be fit, you need to be strong, and you need to be agile, and you need to be committed, because You probably, if you're going to win it, you've got to do it 4 times against 4 separate opponents who are trying to kick everything out of you. They do have a little bit of
trying to kick everything out of you. I like good way of nice way of saying they're trying to kick the crap out of you.
Against 4 separate opponents who are trying to kick everything out of you. They do have a little bit of padding, but it's not much, and it tends to get dislodged too. So you can't ever guarantee that it's going to be there at the crucial moment.
It's great shin kick. It's a person that doesn't go straight in, straight away and start kicking. You let the other opponent fucking wear out a little bit, and then you can just carry on and take them out then.
So that's pretty interesting for a strategy. Let the opponent be the one that starts kicking while you basically tire them out. That's
when they get tired.
looks like maybe you kick the person's shin to get rid of all that padding they put in their pants legs, and that's when probably the real fun begins.
A great tolerance of pain, but you need to be agile and you need to be fit. In theory, it sounds like it's just a rough, but it's not. It's quite skillful. There are rules. You can only kick between the ankle and the shin. You have to hold on to the other, and it has to be a fair trip. In other words, you kick somebody, you take their leg out, but you can't just push them over. So it's a trip.
Oh, see, now that's, yeah, okay. I can see where that might take and involve just a little bit of strategy, especially, only being able to kick, which is good. You can only kick between a certain area, between the ankles and the shins, and not higher or lower, because that'll take and give you a definite advantage. And then you can't push them over. It has to be like, that's okay. That's pretty good rules for a contest like that, to be honest with you.
It's a good standard this year. It's been clean takedowns. There hasn't been too many having to go again where they've been tripping. It's been a good night for it.
So doing takedowns, instead of tripping them, but doing actual takedowns while you're trying to take and kick them and stuff like that. It seems like this is very much similar to something like you'd see two brothers in the backyard doing, either for fun or because one of them's highly pissed at the other. One of the two. Oh! Wow, that looked painful.
Skill level, I suppose, is more the stamina to keep going, but it's basically just having the will to do what the other man won't, to be honest, to keep standing taking a kick.
Sounds like a lot of that. It looks like, not only with the kicking, but the leveraging that you can get while doing the kicking to, not like it said, not trip, but take somebody down, because you're going to take and wear out their ability to either they're going to get off balance, but you're not. So it'd be almost like a wrestling throw. See, that's pretty neat. Both of them look tuckered out too. That's funny. Both of them tuckered out. I bet both of their shins are highly sore. This, as crazy as this sounds on the surface, like seeing it in action and hearing them explain rules and like strategy and stuff, it sounds like it'd be fun to watch. I don't know about take part in. As a younger person, yeah, it'd be fun. That'd be one of the things that you definitely take and go there for to take part in. I imagine there's probably a fair amount of strategy used too in between how much ground you give up before you take and plant yourself to do a kick on the other person's shins, or how far you drive the person to try to wear them out before you take and give a kick of the shins in between, like, huh. Oh! Oh! Ow! Oh! 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 Oh, wow. It's so fun to take and see them as they're trying to kick to get the other person to kind of like go in a direction to take them down. Like, that's, like I said, on the surface it sounds crazy, but it's actually seeing it on here. It's like, okay, this makes, I'm not going to say complete sense. However, it makes a lot more sense than what just saying, being told, hey, take a look at shin kicking, because it's like, what? But the way manner it's done makes it's yeah, definitely qualifies as sport with strategy and everything else involved. That's like, this is cool to watch. Oh. Oh.
It's a little bit, but oh well, I'll get over the pain eventually. Give it a couple of days, have a few.
And see, that's cool to see at the end too, because there's the sportsmanship. You don't. At least over here, a lot of times sportsmanship is lost, regardless of what you're doing. So but just the fact that, yeah, this is another thing I'd love to take and see in person.
Any more drinks tonight?
Painful. He only got a few kicks on me, luckily. My shins aren't too bad. She's all good.
It was fantastic, and the nice thing with that one was it was two local lads, and one's a publican and one's a farmer. So it was a proper battle of the local trades as well. But the thing is, it's the lad who won it drinks in the other one's pub, so I should think he'd have a bit of bother next time he goes in his local. But
that's pretty cool as well. The fact that they do two different things as far as work is concerned, and then the winner takes and gets drinks at the other one's pub. Like, that's cool.
They were both really good lads, gave it all their full-blooded, and to be fair, every competitor this year gave it their all, and that's nice to see. You know, even those who've never done it before to those like a few old heads who have done it before, they all gave it a damn good go, and they did the hill proud tonight. I got to be honest, it was really good. It was a pleasure to see him going for it.
there we have it. The Cotswold Olympics featuring shin kicking. This was fascinating. There's so many cool things that is done over there. Like shin kicking on the surface. Somebody going, you need to take a look at shin kicking. It sounds absolutely crazy, but then you see it. You see it, and it makes complete sense. And even stuff like the Aether ball and everything like that. Looking from the outside, a lot of folks will be like, oh my God, but you look at the history of it, and it makes perfect sense within the context of why it's done. I'd love to take and experience this as far as like watching. I don't know if I'd be doing all the shin kicking because, well, yeah. I don't know. Depends on whether or not I could have beer beforehand, because I would need something to dull the pain that I'd be about to receive. But fascinating. The fact that it's the sense of community, the family events that you're able to take and do together for that sense of for the competitive factor, and just the sense of pride and the camaraderie that's gathered from stuff. It's awesome to see stuff like this. It is so cool to see. I love learning about the things that happen, the traditions that y'all have over there. It's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I love to see it. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.